A terrifying shootout broke out at a home in Charlotte-Mecklenburg, with multiple police officers injured and several killed. While the confrontation was over, the appearance of a woman and a 17-year-old man in the house attracted attention. Both were taken to the police station for investigation and were later identified as female. However, they left the house after negotiations with the SWAT team. Investigators are currently trying to determine what happened inside the mansion. Jennings, the police spokesman, said a total of 8 officers were shot. Police believe there were 2 gunmen involved in the incident, including the individual who was killed in the initial shooting. The Marshal's Service said a deputy U.S. Marshal was killed. The other 2 slain law enforcement officers, identified as Sam Poloche and Alden Elliott, were from the North Carolina Department of Corrections. Poloche and Elliott leave behind rich relatives to mourn. Poloche's wife, Cielo Poloche, described her husband as someone who is passionate about his work and enthusiastic about helping people, protecting people and being part of his team. She said the 2 have been married for 22 years. The 4th officer killed was Joshua Iyer, a member of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, with 6 years of service experience. Iyer fought for his life for several hours before succumbing to his injuries, Jennings said. Iyer leaves behind a wife and 3-year-old son. 3 other Charlotte-Mecklenburg police officers who responded to the shooting were shot. Police also said another injured officer was part of the U.S. Marshals Service's fugitive task force. Roy Cooper, governor of North Carolina, shared on social media, "Our hearts go out to the families and colleagues of the officers in today's brutal attack, including the 2 officers of the Department State Adult Corrections working with the U.S. Marshals Task Force was shot and killed." President Biden expressed his condolences and support for the community, and described the officers as heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice, rushing into harm's way to protect us. President Biden also extended his deepest condolences from the Department of Justice, describing the loss of 3 colleagues as a loss beyond measure. Several witnesses at the scene shared their experiences. Tyler Wilson recounted the terrifying scene of police running from house to house. The match went pretty crazy for about 30 minutes, and video posted to social media captured multiple police patrol cars and 2 officers running down the street.